Imagine walking through the winding canals of Venice, the gentle lapping of water against ancient stone, your only company. What if, tucked away in a dusty corner of a forgotten palazzo, you stumbled upon a hidden ledger, a book detailing fortunes lost for centuries, a treasure so vast it could rewrite our understanding of Renaissance commerce forever? This isn't just a fantasy. It's a story rooted in the very fabric of one of history's most powerful cities. Have you ever wondered what secrets Venice's wealthy merchants kept behind their gilded doors? We see the opulent palaces and the grand canals. But what about the stories whispered in the shadows, the fortunes that vanished without a trace? Today, we're peeling back the layers of time to explore the incredible story of a merchant whose vast wealth disappeared, leaving behind a breadcrumb trail of mysteries, intricate clues, and riches that have remained unclaimed for 500 years. This is a journey into the heart of ambition, secrecy, and the forgotten art of the puzzle. Let's travel back to the 15th century. During the Renaissance, Venice wasn't just a city. It was the world's financial capital, the beating heart of global trade. Venetian merchants were the titans of their time, controlling wealth beyond our wildest imagination. They traded in exotic spices from the East, luxurious silks from China, and precious metals mined from distant lands. Their fleets dominated the seas, their influence reached the courts of kings and sultans, and their gold funded art, architecture, and even wars. Among these powerful figures was one merchant whose name was spoken only in hushed tones, recorded only in secret ledgers. Let's call him Alvis. Alvis wasn't just successful, he was a prodigy of commerce. Through shrewd investments, daring voyages, and a network of spies, he amassed a fortune so immense that it was said to rival the state treasury of the Venetian Republic itself. But with great wealth came great paranoia. Alvis trusted no one. He saw rivals in every shadow, betrayal in every handshake. Fearing that his empire would be plundered by competitors or seized by the state upon his death, he began an audacious project. He decided to hide his entire fortune, not in one place, but scattered throughout the city he called home, protected by a web of coded ledgers and secret vaults. Centuries rolled by, the glory of the Venetian Republic faded, the city's labyrinthine canals shifted, buildings crumbled and were rebuilt, and the incredible stories of Alvis's hidden fortunes slowly dissolved into folklore, dismissed as children's fairy tales. Fast forward to our time, a young, brilliant historian named Marco is poring over his family's archives in a dusty attic overlooking the Grand Canal. The first breakthrough was a line that, once decoded, read, "Where the winged lion sleeps, my journey begins." It was a clue, leading him to a forgotten chapel, where a small, unassuming carving of a lion marked the location of a hidden compartment. Inside was not gold, but another more detailed ledger. The game was afoot. The clues led him on a scavenger hunt across the city, 2 secret compartments inside the walls of ancient Venetian palaces, and 2 hidden rooms behind the false walls of old merchant shops. The merchant, Alvis, had been more than a businessman. He was a master puzzle maker. His ledgers were filled with riddles and financial puzzles designed to test the intellect and character of anyone who might follow his trail. One entry read, "Follow the shadow of the campanile at the 3rd hour, where it touches the water's edge." This clue was only useful on a specific day of the year, the vernal equinox. Another puzzle required an intimate knowledge of the city's iconography. Count the lions guarding the canal from the Bridge of Sighs to the Rialto. The sum reveals the page. But the most ingenious puzzles were tied to the city's very rhythm. One clue stated, "The ledger reveals the path to gold only when the aqua alta tides are at their lowest." This meant the seeker had to understand Venice's unique tidal patterns to find markings that were only visible for a few hours each month on the algae-covered foundations of buildings. Each puzzle demanded intelligence, sharp observation, and a deep scholarly understanding of Venice's geography, culture, and history. Marco knew he couldn't do this alone. He assembled a small, trusted team, an architectural historian who knew the city's buildings like the back of her hand, and a cryptographer who specialized in Renaissance Sierra codes. Together, they embarked on a journey that felt like stepping back in time. They navigated the city using meticulously restored 16th-century maps, cross-referencing them with the clues from Alvaz's ledgers. Their quest took them from the grand halls of the Doge's palace to the humble, salt-worn workshops of Murano. They unlocked hidden rooms by pressing specific bricks in a certain sequence, deciphered complex numeric codes tied to old Venetian currency conversions, and even survived a few near misses with cleverly designed non-lethal booby traps, like a safe that would release a cloud of thick, harmless smoke if the combination was entered incorrectly. Each step, each solved riddle, didn't just bring them closer to the treasure. It revealed more about Elvis's genius, his incredible foresight, his meticulous planning, and the astonishing lengths he went to protect his legacy. After months of relentless pursuit, they reached the final clue. It led them not to a grand palace, but to a simple, unassuming warehouse in the Castello district. Behind a false wall, they found a stone staircase spiraling down into the darkness beneath the city. At the bottom, they found it. Not one vault, but a series of interconnected chambers, climate-controlled by an ingenious system of terracotta pipes. The sight was breathtaking. There were chests filled with gold ducats, silver florins, and coins from the Ottoman Empire, the Far East, and the New World. Caskets overflowed with uncut emeralds, sapphires, and pearls, alongside masterfully crafted jewelry. But the real treasure was something else. Stacked on stone shelves were dozens more ledgers. These weren't puzzle books. They were Alvaz's life's work. They contained detailed records of his trade secrets, his revolutionary investment strategies that were centuries ahead of their time, and confidential diplomatic correspondences that shed new light on the political landscape of the Renaissance. The treasure wasn't just an accumulation of wealth. It was a perfectly preserved time capsule, a window into the mind of a master and the sophisticated, ruthless world of Venetian commerce. But as Marco and his team examined the final ledger, the one meant for the person who solved it all, they discovered the ultimate twist. Alvaz's final entry wasn't a boast of his wealth, but a philosophical reflection. The entire hoard was not just for hiding, it was a lesson. It was an elaborate test of patience, cleverness, and, most importantly, respect for the past. The puzzles were designed so that those seeking the treasure with greed and impatience would inevitably fall into traps, finding dead ends or triggering the alarms. But those who approached the challenge with a desire for knowledge, who took the time to understand the history and the context, would not only find the vaults, but also uncover the far greater treasure of insights into economics, diplomacy, and history itself. Alvaz's fortune was a challenge to future generations. In the end, the real question this story leaves us with isn't about the coins or the jewels. It's about our own perspective. Can you see the hidden patterns in the world around you? Can you respect the past enough to learn its lessons? Can you appreciate the profound knowledge that is encoded in the annals of history, waiting to be rediscovered? The greatest treasures, as Alvaz knew, often lie not in chests of gold, but in the pursuit of understanding and the attainment of wisdom. If this story of mystery and discovery sparked your curiosity about the hidden secrets of our world, then show some love by hitting that like button. What forgotten treasure would you want to find? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for more tales of lost riches, forgotten wisdom, and the enduring mysteries of history. Thanks for watching.